Um, my name is Eric, and welcome everybody. First of all, I apologize for my crappy mic. Just to be safe, if you guys can hear me, can you press 1 in the chat box? Just want to make sure everyone can hear me, and also give it a few minutes for the latecomers and for everybody to get ready. So if you just got in here, if you can hear me, just make sure you press 1 in the chat box and let me know. Oh, great. So just to let you guys know, the chat is private because like if you've ever been on a YouTube live video, you'll know how crazy it is. But I do see people are pressing 1. Indra, I hope I'm not butchering your name. Sutra, Indra, Sutra, Vern is in here, Daniel's in here, Alan, Nizar, Jeremiah. Welcome everybody. We are live. This is not some recording. If you want proof, the Yankees won yesterday. And then Gordon Hayward broke his leg a couple days ago, 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? But yeah, so we're just gonna give it a few more minutes for the latecomers, and then we'll get started soon. I don't think we should wait for anybody anymore. A lot of you already have joined, so welcome to Passion to Profit, guys. First of all, I really appreciate you guys spending the time with me here today. So we're gonna get right into it. First, this webinar is gonna be about how you can make money with your drone, okay? And that's gonna be without breaking your bank account. Okay, so what that means is you don't have to invest any capital, and you can have a profitable business within a few, I would say as fast as a few days. Okay, so really it's about how you can turn your passion, in this case is flying your drone, into profit. Okay, so my goal here, as I already said, I'm going to help you learn how you can start your business. Okay, and if you stay until the end, I have a prize for you. Before I reveal what that prize is, how many of you have drones here? Just press 2 if you have a drone. Okay, I think everybody has a drone here. That's great. That's great. And I'm assuming it's a Mavic. Let's press M for Mavic, if you have one. Yes. Okay. I see a lot of yes. See a lot of 2s. Yeah. So a lot of 2s. So if you stay until the end, I'm going to be giving away these DJI Mavic upgrade kits. Okay. Oh, someone said he's ordering one. That's great. Let me know when you do get one. Maybe you'll be the winner of this upgrade kit. So the upgrade kit retails at around $120. Includes landing pad, lens hood, the control stick protector, which I think is very useful. There's also landing gear extensions. I think the most valuable part are the lens filters. Someone said no voice. Can everyone hear me? Press 1 if you can hear me. Okay. So everyone, it seems like everyone can hear me. Nizar, you think there is no voice? Maybe check your computer. I don't know what's going on, but everyone else can hear me. All right. So so back to the price. Okay. So if you stay to the end, I'm gonna be giving away these Mavic upgrade kits. Okay. So again, these retail for around $120. Okay, and they're DJI approved and authorized. Okay. If you don't own a Mavic, and if you do win, maybe we'll talk about how we can make it into like a gift card or something. Okay. Just let me close this. Okay, moving right along. So you might be wondering, what makes this different from other businesses, right? So what I really want to emphasize is, okay, before I emphasize, let's take a look at this picture. Let's take a look at how many different types of businesses there are, right? So to me, there's the brick and mortar business. So the businesses you see on the left, electronics, the hardware stores, restaurants, and then there are like the service businesses, which are like if you're a doctor, if you are a lawyer, if you are a real estate agent, a realtor. These are what I call service businesses, and then there's the third one where you don't see them on the streets. They're actually online businesses. Okay, so let's break it down. When you open up a restaurant, say I want to open up a Chinese restaurant right here on the street, I would need a lot of capital. I would at least need 30,000 to start this restaurant, right? That's just being very conservative here. I would have to get the place, right? Number one, get the place, buy the equipment, so for the kitchen and everything. And then I also have to buy ingredients and hire staff to get this business running, right? So that's just for a restaurant, okay? Let's say I want to open up a hardware store. I would need to, again, lease the place. I need to have capital to invest in inventory, okay? And I also need to, decorate the place to make it look presentable, right? So that's a lot of money. I think at least $50,000 up front, and that's being very, very conservative. And then let's say you open up a law firm. You might think, oh, you don't need a lot of capital to start, just a service. But to be a reputable lawyer, you need to, again, have office space, right? And you need to have desks, you need to have computers, you also need to have a secretary, and all these other costs that you just put in right away. So to me, brick and mortar businesses and service businesses, these businesses are hard to start. And they are very, you have to commit a lot of money up front, okay? So you might be wondering, so you might be thinking, so online businesses are the way to go. So I've actually owned a couple of online businesses. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But contrary to what everyone thinks, online businesses are actually you need to also invest a lot of capital, right? You need to buy inventory, and you need to pay for shipping. And a lot of the times, the inventory is coming from China. So I'm literally paying thousands of dollars to ship my products from China to sell online, right? So again, it's very it takes a lot of money, a lot of capital to start. Okay, so what does that have to do with everything I'm going to talk about today? Is that if you have a drone today, which everyone does in this webinar, it is very easy for you to make money without investing a lot of capital, right? So here it could be breaking your bank account. It could be without investing capital, right? Just keep in mind that you can actually make a positive cash flow right now. Like if you learn from me today, you can actually, if you do it right, you can actually go out there today or tomorrow and make money right away. Okay, so this is what the main goal of this webinar is going to be about. We're going to focus on the business side of our drone business. Okay, hope that makes sense. That makes sense, everybody? Okay, yeah, okay, makes sense. So before we keep going, I'm going to let you guys know a little bit more about myself first and how I got started in all this. Okay. So I am the author of Mavic Secrets. This is just a little book I wrote. It's available on Amazon. I originally wrote this because I found out a lot of beginner pilots or operators, drone operators, don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to take care of their drone. They don't know how to fly it. That's why I kind of wrote it. So yeah, that's my book, and you can get it on Amazon. Okay, and on the next slide, you can see there's a picture of me at a wedding. I'm just some Asian dude who always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Okay, but you probably want to be an entrepreneur as well. I think, because since you're on this webinar, press 1 if you want to start a business or you want to make a side income doing it on your own instead of like a 9 to 5. Okay, everyone's saying 1. Great. So at the beginning, when I first started trying to be an entrepreneur, I didn't know where to start. Right. So probably a lot of people. So probably it's very similar to you in your situation right now. You don't know where to start. That's why you're here. So naturally, I don't know if you guys know this guy. So I went on YouTube and saw Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm assuming everyone knows who Gary Vaynerchuk is. Gary V? Yeah, okay, everyone's saying yes. So he got me very pumped up. So I basically just took action after he watching his videos. After watching him, I got pumped up, and I went ahead and started a bunch of online stores. So some succeeded, some failed. Okay, but I am proud to say that I'm generating 25,000 online per month. I'll show you the screenshots later. But that's just my online business. Okay, this has nothing to do with the drone business idea that I'm gonna talk to you about. Okay, so that being said, I don't think I'm a boss, but I think the best part about generating this side income, this business income, or what I call quit your job income, is that I am now my own boss. So I got to do a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to do if I had worked at a 9 to 5. Okay. So while all this happened, while I was making all this money online, something bad happened in 2016. Okay. So what actually happened was that my dad was diagnosed with cancer. Okay. I don't want this webinar to get depressing. My dad is fine now. Just so we can get that through. I'm not trying to have a pity party here. He is okay now. He just needs to go back to the hospital every now and then, okay, for checkups. Unfortunately, so I'm in Canada right now. I'm actually Canadian. As you all probably know, Canada has free healthcare. Unfortunately, when my dad was diagnosed, he was in Taiwan. So Taiwan is an island in close to China. It's the treatment in Taiwan wasn't free. So if he was in Canada, it would have been free, but he wasn't. So a lot of the money I saved up went to his treatment, and that's not the worst part. The worst part was that because he got sick, our family business, in Asia actually suffered. Okay, so at this point, I'm like starting to panic. Okay, and then I was also depressed. This was like beginning of 2016. Okay, I was pretty depressed. I knew I needed to make more cash ASAP. Um, and so right around the same time, my mom actually decided that she's gonna sell the house in Canada. Okay, so being an immigrant son, um, I was put in charge to handle the sale in Canada. My mom didn't really know how to speak English, so I had to deal with all the realtors. I was pretty young, so I didn't know how this whole buying a house thing worked or selling a house thing worked. So I basically called up like 10 agents, 10 real estate agents, realtors in the area, and they came in to give me a quote, right? So they all came in. The first 7 to 8 realtors came in, and I think almost all of them noticed my drone and made a comment about it. Okay, so at this point, I got my drone. It was DJI Phantom, Phantom 3, in 2015. So this was early 2016 when these realtors coming in, and the drones weren't as popular as they are today. They were still popular. They were getting there. It was like a build-up, right? They weren't that popular, or as I should say, they weren't as common. Okay, so I didn't think too much because everyone thought, oh, it was cool. But until like the seventh or the second last or the last realtor that came in, and he also commented on my drone. And then I don't know what happened, but out of nowhere, I just asked it. I just said, "Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Do you need aerial footages?" And to my surprise, the realtor actually said, "Yeah, I actually do." So long story short, we talked details, and this realtor actually became my first client. And then that's when I realized I could actually make good money from this weird hobby of mine, right? So on that first week, you might be wondering, who's wondering how much money you can make from just one client? Okay, so on my first week working with him, I actually made somewhere between $1,200 to $1,500. I think it was 1,380 or something. I don't exactly remember, but it's somewhere around that range. Isn't that crazy? On the first week, and it was like I wasn't even planning to do this. I was just trying to sell my mom's house, and then all of a sudden I have a client, right? The realtor actually came in looking for a client or a house to sell. At the end, he left being a customer of mine, right? So after that, I knew I had to start something to make a quick cash. So I started my business, my aerial photography business in 2016, and since then there's 3 ways I make my money now. I make money online. I make money from the aerial photography business, 2016, and I run my own social media marketing agency. Okay, the online business doesn't really have anything to do with this, but I think these two really tie in with each other. They actually help with each other in terms of like business. Okay, so back to the slides. Sorry, just let me get some water. So now, to get to where I am today, I had to do a lot of things right. Okay, so here are me and my friends in Thailand, by the way. some random beach having dinner. I wouldn't be able to do this if I wasn't my own boss. So I actually had to wait for all these guys to get a vacation date from their jobs so that we can make this trip. Same here. Same group of people from Thailand, in Thailand, Bangkok actually. This is in Taiwan. This is just me eating hot pot with my friends. Another picture of us traveling. So you, who's wondering how much I'm making from my drone business? Press let's press the money sign if you're curious. Because I'm about to share with you how the business works with your drone. Oh, someone guessed 50K. Someone guessed 12K. Okay, so to give you the answer, I'm actually making 27,000 per month through just the online, the drone business. Okay. I could easily make 50K, I think, but partly because I have to shift my focus to my social media agency, right here, because as you guys know, my dad is sick. He's better. He doesn't have cancer. I don't know the medical term for it. It's just he's okay now, but I need to take care of him. Okay, so I can't really go around to random places, to other cities to film anymore. So I'm really shifting my focus from the aerial business to more aerial photography business to more consulting. So I consult more people on how to film their stuff online. Not online. I basically am a consultant now for the drone business. Okay, so. But from just filming, I was making $27,000 per month. I still am, but my focus have since shifted. Okay. So here are just some of my screenshots of the money I made online. This is just my month to month on Amazon, just to give you guys an idea of how making money online and making money through your own business is actually a lot easier than getting a job. Okay. Again, this online business, this is just for me to show you. Here are some of my other stores. See 5,300 here, 11,000. I don't have all the screenshots, to be honest, but basically I'm online. I'm making $25,000. Okay, per month. All right. So I mentioned that I did a lot of things right, to start my aerial photography business. I also had to do a lot of things wrong, right? The very first problem I had was that I had no direction, right? So that's what I call a headless chicken. I was running around all over the place. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what I was selling. I didn't know who to sell to. I didn't know how to scale this business. I was running into all kinds of trouble. It was terrible. I would spend time filming something, and then one of my clients would ask me, "What the hell is this?" Right? Because it wasn't good enough. I had to deal with a lot. With bad footages, simply because I just started and I didn't know what to make of it. Right, and then so business-wise, I was running around in different directions. I had no guidance, and then for just purely drone-wise, like photography-wise, I had very bad footages. Okay, and legally, I also had a lot of issues. So right around the same time I started, Canadian drone laws actually got super tight because people were just breaking the laws left and right. So as a result, of them, of these hooligans. I call them hooligans. As a result of that, a lot of people had to we were suffering because of them, because we had to deal with more legal issues, and we also, it's not only just legally, like we would get bad looks when we were filming. They would just wonder, like, what the hell, what is this guy doing? Is he trying to look into my house? Is he spying on someone? So we would just get a lot of bad looks. Okay, so but since then, since I think the 18 months I've been working on this, I've since taken care of all that. Okay, I've learned how to make proper cinematic drone movements. So I stopped delivering bad footages. I also took care of the legal issues. So that could ranges from like registering your drone, getting licensed, and just the legal issues. Also ensuring your commercial activities. And I've also, most importantly, I figured out the business side of things. Okay, so I now know who to sell to, who actually needs this, and how I can charge them. Okay, and I'll be sharing all that. I'll be sharing with you 3 secrets later today. So make sure you take notes. Make sure you apply what I'm about to teach you today. Okay. Okay. So next slide. But I discovered all this in the hard way, right? And it took me 18 months to get to this point. And from this webinar, you get to skip 18 months of my work, my trial and errors, and start today. Okay, so I'll just mention more mistakes I made the hard way. Okay, I invested a bunch of money, okay, on random advertising. I advertised on newspaper. I advertised on forums. I advertised on websites. I spent a lot of money. It was little to no return. Okay, and I hated it. I was mad that I couldn't. I was mad I couldn't get my money back. I was literally dumping money in. But the good thing about making mistakes is that you get data back. So you understand, oh, I did this wrong, but so this is working and this is not working, and then I tweak my strategy from there. Okay. And then the second mistake that I made is that I don't know what and how to sell. A lot of times I was wasting money and time trying to convince someone that they need the service, but they actually don't want it. Which it was just very time and energy consuming. Okay, that makes sense. And okay, and so I also spent a lot of time filming bad footages. Okay, so now when I actually get a client and I actually film for him or her, it takes me about an hour to get everything done. But back then, I had to. I wasted a lot of time filming bad footages. I remember I only had 2 batteries, so I could only really spend 40 minutes filming, which was really bad because if I didn't get everything I need in that 40 minutes, I would have to come back and do it again. So basically, there's a lot of mistakes that I made. But even then, again, since then, I've generated $27,000 per month. Okay, this is not total. This is per month. Okay, sometimes it's 20,000, sometimes 20, as high as 27. It fluctuates, but it's around that range. Okay, and the most important thing of all is that I didn't put in any capital. Okay, I just bought a drone, and I bought the drone before I started this business. Like as I mentioned earlier, I didn't put in. I was doing this as a hobby already. Okay, so I literally didn't put in any capital when I got my first client. So so far, how many of you guys want to start a business, or like want us to add an extra stream of income? Let's press 1 again if you are on the same boat as I was. Okay, great. Everybody's saying 1. Great. I've actually narrowed down the roadmap and success to just 3 secrets. Would you guys like to hear it? Press 2 if you want to learn the secrets, because I don't want to bore you with the details. Okay, great. A lot of 2s. So before I tell you, I have to make this disclaimer: is that results are not typical. Okay. What I mean by that is that it works, but some people know, but they don't put in the work. And there are also other circumstances that I can't foresee, but I'm telling you, I can almost guarantee that it works. I shouldn't say almost. I guarantee that it works because it's working for me. So just want to put it out there, okay? Results are not typical, okay? So you can actually make it more than me if you put in the work, or you can put in less work than me and still get results, okay? So just wanted to add that extra disclaimer there for you guys. So here are the 3 secrets, okay? Let's get right into it. Secret number 1, okay, I'm just gonna go down through this very fast. Secret number 1 secret number 1, how to create an unrefusable offer. Okay, secret number 2 is how to be head and shoulders above your competitors. Okay, and secret number 3 is how this becomes a real business. Okay, I'm going to cover all of that in the next 30 minutes. Okay, so secret number 1 is really about how you can get your first clients into the door with 0 experience. Okay, remember how I convinced my realtor to be my first client? Prior to that, I had no experience, right? But I knew I made him an unrefusable offer. Okay. Secret number 2. So you might be thinking, so can everyone with a drone do this? How can you compete, or how can we compete, right? I'm going to actually break down how everyone having a drone does not have to do with your competition. Okay. And the last secret is actually how you turn this into a business, right? Because at the end, you want this to be profitable for you and your family, and you want to be able to make money, make a living out of it, right? Okay. So the first secret, how to create an unrefusable offer. So this secret is very simple. Okay, but no one does this. Okay, and at the same time, it's very, very powerful. Okay, it's very, very powerful. Okay, so before I did all this entrepreneurial stuff, as you probably know now, I watched a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay, so in one of his daily videos, he mentioned to start doing things for free, and in the long run, you will start getting paid. Okay, so literally, I followed his advice blindly. Okay, I just did what he told me to do, and so my first client that came to look at my house, I told him I will do the first house for free, completely free, and right away he said yes, and that is what I call an unrefusable offer. Okay, so at this point of the conversation, when you're discussing how you can structure the deal and how to make everything right, at this point of the conversation, unless your client or your prospect has no logic, there is absolutely no reason for him to say no, right? Because it makes no sense if he says no to something that he needs and that you can offer for free, right? So I want you to take a second here and then you think about how powerful that is, right? Because just think about that for a second, because you're literally getting him to say yes. You're literally giving him a reason to say yes. Okay, and as long as you deliver the first house, he will literally become Fry from Futurama. I don't know if you guys watch cartoon. Have you guys seen this meme? Basically, it's a meme where it says "Shut up and take my money," right? So basically, if you deliver the very first house, which will only take you like 1 hour, 2 hours max to do, to take, and you actually deliver on that, he will start telling you. He will start telling you that he'll give you his money. Okay. Now imagine if you just have 5 of these guys. Fry is this guy. Okay, if you're not familiar with this meme, imagine if you just have 5 of these guys, right? Okay, and I'll break down how much you can actually make from one realtor in the third secret. But just imagine you offer the unrefusable offer to just 5. Okay, I'm sure wherever you are, whichever city you're in, there's at least 10,000 realtors. I don't know if that's an exaggeration, but I think there's at least 10,000 realtors in the city that you can talk to. Okay, but just imagine 5 out of 10,000 of these realtors, you convince 5 to take on your unrefusable offer. Okay, just imagine that. Like, isn't that simple and powerful? It's so simple. Sometimes I don't know why my competitors just don't do this, right? You do something for free. You kind of lose money in the beginning, but you don't. And then in the long run, you make I want to swear here, but you make a lot of money, right? Think about how powerful that is. All you have to do is make 5 fries as in this guy right here, to do this to you, and it's super simple and super easy. Okay. So moving on to secret number 2 is how can you be head and shoulders above your competition, right? Because today, as you can probably tell, there are a lot of people with drones. Okay. There's my neighbor has a drone, right? But he's not making money, right? But probably somewhere downtown in Vancouver is where I live. There's somebody, there's my competitor. But I want you to think about how you can be competitive, right? So this question came up when I first started. Like, I was worried, how can I compete, right? Because everyone has a drone. But drones are not some new technology, right? It's been around for a while, if you think about it. I think at least 15 years. It's just that it's only been popularized and widely used. Everyone has one now because of how cheap it is right now, and how it's super easy to operate with one, with all the automated functions and like the obstacle avoidance. I'm sure if you have a Mavic, you're like stunned or like wowed at how great it is, right? So you'll have doubts. I had doubts that I thought I was competing with everyone with a drone, okay? But that's actually not the case, okay? So to prove this point, let's go back 15 years, okay? Around the early 2000s, okay? This was when wedding photography was a lucrative business, okay? High-end clients would pay like $20,000 for a wedding, which is ridiculous in my perspective. Or maybe because I'm a guy, but if you're the bride, I guess you are willing to fork out 20,000 for your wedding. So even then, even those without these what I call high-end clients who are willing to pay like 5 figures to pay for wedding photography, those lower-end clients were still getting $2,500 to $3,000 for a wedding. Okay, so all they had to do was provide excellent photos and like a really good album at the wedding, right? But suddenly, around 2004 or something, 2003, DSLRs, a decent DSLR and a kit lens broke the market at a 1,500 price mark. So literally overnight, almost instantly, the barrier to entry was lowered, and like a massive amount of people or photographers started showing up and selling these wedding photography services. Okay, this is what I call moms with cameras. Okay, these moms literally thought they were professional photographers because they had a DSLR. Okay, so they started offering these wedding photography for insane prices. Okay, some of it as low as $250. Okay, the price of the wedding photos, so these actually plummeted. The price of it actually plummeted. Okay, but so did the quality. Okay, so these new moms with cameras, photographers will show up with nothing more than just a camera and a lens. Okay, and think they're the professionals. Okay, and so these moms are showing up with just one lens and they're like prized possession DSLRs, while the experienced photographers, the real pros, are showing up with half a dozen lenses, multiple flash heads, reflectors, and even assistants. Okay, so it became harder and harder to make decent money shooting weddings. Okay, so because these brides literally thought the DSLRs, the cameras, make the difference. Right? They actually thought anyone with DSLR could make the same footage or same photos. So this trend continued for around like 2 years, a year or two, until like these like horror stories started popping out. If you go on the forums, the photography forums or wedding forums, you start seeing like horror stories being posted on these forums about how it's bad editing, horrible pictures, poor delivery, inability to create albums, and also just not getting the right shots. Okay. So eventually, the wedding market began to go back to where it was before these DSLRs showed up. Because brides started to realize you had to pay for good quality. I keep saying brides because these are the people who brides are usually the ones who decide which photographer to go with, right? So the point of this whole story is, while there are always going to be super low cost people out there, it's much easier now to get decent pay if you can deliver top-notch results. Okay. So what does this have to do with drones? Well, that's come back to today now. The situation is almost identical today with drones, except instead of moms with cameras, now we have dads with drones. Like, how many of you guys are dads here? I don't know if you guys are in your early 20s or you're just starting out in the professional world, but literally, there are dads with drones now. Okay, so everyone that is dropping $1,000 on a drone think they can make money with it. Okay, but in a professional eye, from my experience, and several other consultants that I've talked with, it takes much more than an automated drone to get great photos and videos. Okay, maybe it's easier now to operate one, to fly one, but you're not gonna know the details of like contrast and saturation, what kind of drone shots or cinematic movements is best for subject A or B. If you don't know how to set up your camera right, your exposure will be off and all that. And also, most importantly, you will have to learn how to edit photos, right? Most of these people don't know how to edit photos or videos, right? So their products, their end product comes out at the end comes out really, really bad. Okay, so there are tons of variables, and knowing how to get the answer when you arrive on location is one of the things that will separate you from the herd. Okay, so just by figuring all those little details out will separate you from the herd. Okay, so you won't even have to worry about other people with the drone. Okay, so like imagine how proud you'll be when you actually take amazing footages. Just imagine that. Let's not even think about the money yet. Just imagine how proud you'll be when you make an amazing video and just post it on YouTube, and like tens of millions of people watch it and commend you on it. Just imagine how proud you'll be. Okay, so not your competition is actually not that great. Okay, so that moves us to secret number 3. Right. So now that you know how to create an unrefusable offer, now we got to turn this into a business, right? How this becomes a real business. Okay. And you also know how to compete with your competitors. Right? Now it's all about how you can turn this into a real business. Okay, so what is a business? Right? I think everyone has an idea of their own of what a business is actually for or do. Okay, but in my opinion, this is my definition. Okay, a successful business needs to have both a sales cycle and as well as a business cycle. Okay, so I'll explain that. But let me ask you something. Do you think being a realtor is like having a business? Just take a sec and think about that. Being a realtor is being a realtor a real business. Okay, so in my definition, my answer is no, and I'll tell you why. Okay, the realtor he only has a sales cycle in his business. Okay, he does not have a business cycle. Okay, you might be wondering what both of that means, a business cycle and a sales cycle. So the sales cycle is the process of you convincing someone. So in this case, a realtor, it's the process of you making phone calls and not you, but the realtor making phone calls and finding buyers and sellers and then closing on a deal. Okay, so the same seller and buyer he closes on the deal with probably won't buy another house again for another 2 to 5 years, right? So his sales cycle is very long. He has to wait another 2 to 5 years for his client to even think about buying another house, right? So the same realtor will now have to go back to calling new prospects and finding more customers. So these realtors only make money. These realtors they make money, but they only have a sales cycle in their business model. Okay, this is why I don't think it's a real business. You're basically a salesman. Like you wouldn't consider like a door-to-door salesman business, right? He just literally is a salesman. Okay, that's what I think realtors are. They actually don't have a business. Okay, but I'll tell you why. I'll tell you how he can turn it into a business. So to turn it into a real business, the realtors needs to add a business cycle, what I call a business cycle, right? So what a realtor can do is offer extra services to these buyers and sellers. For example, he could offer lawn mowing business services or house maintenance that charge these homeowners $200 a month. Now he's adding a business cycle to his business, right? Because once these homeowners agree to the realtor to letting him mow their lawn or maintain their house, clean their house and everything, the same realtor does not have to go back to him and convince him to do it again. He does not have to go through the sales cycle over and over again, right? So every month, all he has to do is make sure the service they agreed upon, that they agreed upon to deliver it. Okay, he just has to make sure the lawn is clean, house is clean. He doesn't have to call back again, and he doesn't have to keep calling new prospects to sell their homes. Because think about it, if every day I call 1,000 people, if I'm a realtor, if I call 1,000 people every day, I'm gonna run out of people to call, right? Like how many people can you actually call in one place? Eventually he'll run out of people to call. Okay, so you have to think about this and apply it into our business model here, right? So I mentioned to get 5 of these guys, right? 5 fries. 5 of these guys who took you on an unrefusable offer, right? Does that make sense? Right? Typically, let's just assume, okay, 1 fry gets you $1,300 per month. Okay. So 5 of them. Let me get my calculator. 5 of them is actually 6,000. Let me do the math properly. 1,300 times 5, so 6,500, right? So in order for you to turn it into a business, is to make sure these realtors come back, right? And it'll be super easy, and I'll tell you why. Because on average, these realtors actually add on about 5 to 20 listings. Okay, so depending on how lazy or how hardworking these realtors are, they add about 5 to 20 listings per month. So that means, what does that mean for you guys? Think about that. What does that mean when they add more houses and listings, property listings to their products? That means more houses for you to film, right? And more houses means more money, because every new listing he gets, he's gonna want you to take aerial footages to promote his properties, right? So this formula alone, just realtors. We haven't even talked about other clients yet, like filming for YouTubers and all that. We haven't even talked about that yet. So this is solely based on the real estate industry. Just based on that, if you have 5 of these realtors who adds about 5 to 20 listings per month, you are literally gonna make 6,500 per month. All you have to do is deliver on what you promised them, right? So literally, it's a snowball effect. As you get 5, think about it. If you can get 5 of these guys, think about it. 5 of these guys, don't you think you can get 10? Can't you get 100? Can't you get more? Right? This could be anything. This could be any number. As long as this works, this unrefusable offer works, you can literally find tens and thousands of these. You probably have to expand to other cities if you're going into the thousands, but I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. It's very much scalable, and you're adding a business cycle to your business, right? Press 1 if you think that makes sense. I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page here. Makes sense, right? Right? A lot of ones. Okay, so it's literally a snowball effect. Just imagine when you can actually make $20,000 a month from just flying your drone. Think about how crazy that is. Like, and now just picture your job. Compare that to your job. I mean, don't picture your job. Compare that to your job. Isn't this much better? And the perks of this is you get to travel a lot. You get to go to places that you would actually never normally go to if you actually get this started and running, right? And keep in mind, you're not charging per realtor. Okay, it's $13,000 per month, but it's not per realtor, right? If you actually get in touch with a big realtor who has like crazy, like I had one client who had a warehouse in Surrey. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Vancouver, but basically the suburbs. He has a factory or like a warehouse there. It's huge, like acres huge. So I got to charge a lot more for just that one listing, right? So this is not per realtor, right? One realtor might have a lot of listings, and you can actually from just one realtor, you can get 6,000 from him just from one realtor, right? So just keep in mind in here, it's not 1,300 per realtor, right? It's 1,300 per 2 to 3 houses. I can't give you an exact estimate right now, but every realtor has at least 3 listings. Okay, depending on how hard they work. Okay, so does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for everybody. So yeah, so those are the 3 secrets. Let me just restate them again. You learn how to create an unrefusable offer. You learn how to be head and shoulders above your competitors. And you learn how this becomes a real business, right? Right? Press 1 if you understood that. Yeah? Okay, a lot of ones again. Okay, so this stuff is pretty cool, right? Like we've been going through at it for about an hour, 57 minutes now, and we had some good stuff. But the problem is we don't have enough time, right? An hour's not that long. So how would you like it for me to directly work with you on this? Press 1 if you want, if you want that. Like, how would you like me to directly work with you on this? Like, imagine that $20,000 per month income. What would that do for you? Right? How would you like it if I could actually help you implement this? Right? Isn't that crazy? How you can actually make $20,000 per month? Right? So now I have a lot of information. You want a lot of, you obviously want more information, right? So I actually have something that I can help you. I know it's really awkward here because we're on a webinar. I can't even see you. But I actually do have something to sell, and if you guys are okay with that, I will to help you implement this. But if not, then it's okay. I won't. If you want to know how exactly you could actually start this business, let me know in the comments, and then I'll show you what I got. Okay? Just let me know in the comments. Right? Because I actually have something crazy that you can actually use. Okay? So a lot of people are asking for this. So yeah, again, I shared the 3 secrets. Just we don't have enough time. There's a special offer today. If you can get everything, so you can get everything you need to know. Okay. right? So think about that. Okay, think about $20,000 per month, right? Oh, Vern wants it. So look, guys. The reason why I'm offering this deal is because old habits die hard. Okay, I want you to get started. Okay, I want you to get started right now, like today, and escape the old habits that you have. That's why I'm creating this, and that's why I want you to invest in yourself today. Okay. That's just Aaron Judge playing. I'm a Yankees fan. Please don't crucify me if I'm the Yankees fan. But here's the deal. Here's the package, the masterclass that I'm about to offer. It's called the Passion to Profit Masterclass. Okay. So what you're gonna get out of this is week 1. I'm gonna be sharing the business secrets. Okay. So more of the secrets that goes from how to set up everything, how to sell, how to everything. It's a business module in this masterclass, and it has 1,497 value. Okay, and week 2 in this masterclass, you'll actually learn the FAA secrets. Okay, this includes the legal issues, the insurance. Okay, and that's the 2,997 value. Okay, and then the third week is where it gets really interesting. Okay. It's called the Picture Perfect Pro. It's basically the drone module of this masterclass. Okay, I'll teach you how to fly your drone and perform cinematic movements. Okay, proper professional cinematic movements. Okay, that's a 997 value. And then on week 4, it's called the Producer Secrets. Okay, and that includes the photo editing and video editing. Go to a video, okay, and that's a $3,500 value. I'm not going to teach you this. I actually have another pro that will teach you how to edit properly. Okay, so the total value comes to $8,991. Okay, so I had 2 choices. Okay, I could have gone as cheap as possible and try to sell as many. I could have priced it at maybe $10, which is unreasonable, to be honest, and sell to like 10,000 people. But it wouldn't incentivize me to really stack the value, right? Because if you think about it, if I'm charging that little, I'm not gonna put in a lot of good value. Okay, that's why I'm charging more, right? I require a little higher investment from you guys, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee. Okay, the key word is here, to guarantee your success. Okay, guarantee. All right. So that's why I had 2 choices really. Okay. So again, so what you're gonna get is the business secrets. It's the business module for the Passion to Profit masterclass. 1,497 value. The FAA secrets, the legal insurance module. So if you're from another country, I will actually, right now it's focused on the USA, but we'll actually gradually include Canada, United Kingdoms. If you have a special request, let me know. So again, FAA secrets, 2,997. Week 3, Picture Perfect Pro. So this is the drone module where you'll learn the perfect drone maneuvers for 997. And week 4, it's where you learn the producer secrets. So how to produce amazing footages, right? So the total value is 8,991. But I'll actually add in a bonus, okay? If you sign up right now, for the first 30 people only, I'll also include over-the-shoulder consulting, okay? So that's a 1,997 value, which is where I can actually, if you're in Vancouver, I'll actually meet up with you. If you're not, I'll actually be on Skype or Facebook video call to talk with you, to help you go through exactly what I went through, okay? That's bonus number 1. Bonus number 2 is the insider secrets. Okay, so you might be wondering what that is. It's actually interviews of me, not me, but me, of me interviewing other successful drone businessmen. Okay, these guys are pulling in 100K per month, some even more. These guys are the real deal, and I actually talk to them. These are actually my mentors when I first started. So I actually got a lot of help from these guys. So you actually get the exclusive insights, the nuances of the industry from these interviews. Okay, and again, this bonus is only for the first 20 people. Okay, so bonus number 1 is for the first 30 people. Bonus number 2 for the first 20. Okay. So again, so to reiterate, week 1, the business secrets, the business module for 1,497, the FFA secrets, for 2,997, Picture Perfect Pro, 997, producer secrets, 3,500, and bonuses, exclusive consulting call, I should say calls, 1997 value, and the insider secrets of 997 value. Okay, that comes to a total value of $11,985. All right. So look, guys, I know $11,000 is a lot of money, right? To me, even now, it's still a lot of money. But I want to ask you something. If all this package did was to get you to finally have the ability to quit your job, would it be worth it? Right? If all this did was get you filming like a real pro, right? Not a dad with drones, but like a real pro, would it be worth it? And lastly, would it be worth it if it gets you running a cash flow positive business? Would it be worth it? Just think about that for a sec. Okay, just think about that. Okay, like what is success worth to you? Right? What is one client worth to you? 5,000, 10,000, 25? Right? How much would you pay to get one client per month? What if you can get one per week? What if you can get one per day? If you get one per day, it's 30 a day. And if they all pay you 5,000, that's a lot of money, right? So what is success worth to you? Okay? And you can see why others are paying me $5,000 a month. Because literally people are paying me $5,000 a month just for consulting. Okay? I had to pay this to my mentors. Okay? Mentors don't do things for free, right? I actually had to pay them more than this, a little bit more than this. But since I'm less experienced than them, I only charge 5,000 per month from other drone businesses. They pay me $5,000 a month for a consultation. Okay. So I don't know about you. But I can see you can see why it's a good deal at $5,000. Okay, but don't worry, I'm not going to charge $11,000. Okay, I'm just going to charge $19.97 for the general public. But since you invested in this webinar and you are special to me right now, you can actually get it for $9.97 today. Okay, all you got to do is go to www.mavicsecrets.com/go. Just go to the website right now, and you can join the secret masterclass. Okay, just go to mavicsecrets.com/go. Okay. So if you're still not convinced, I'm actually going to throw in a bonus number 3 out there. Okay, it's what I call the social media secrets. Okay, this is all from if you scroll up earlier. This is all from all the secrets I've learned from running my social media marketing agency. Okay, this ties. Do you remember when I first introduced this? I was very. I said these two tie in very well with each other, right? So you can actually offer this service to your clients, so you can actually make double the money, right? So I'm actually offering that. The bonus number 3 at a it's a 1997 value, but this bonus will only be for the first 10 people. Okay, first 10 people. Okay, so just go to mavicsecrets.com/go and you can get it for just $9.97. Okay. So like the information alone, like I've told you now how the whole system works, but the information alone won't get it done for you. Just have to remember that. What this really provides is for me to really help you and look at you, consult you over the shoulders to get you going on your successful business. Okay, get you started on a successful business. Sorry. Okay, so you can get through the tough times and achieve the success that you always wanted. Right. So you can say goodbye to commuting to work. Say goodbye to stressful, high-risk online businesses. With passion to profit, you can create your own positive cash flow business in a matter of days. Okay, just think about that. Tomorrow, you can actually make positive income. You can actually start a cash flow business. Okay. So I mentioned earlier I had 2 choices. So now you have 2 choices. Okay. Your first option is do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is if I don't know if I mentioned, it's 100% risk-free. And the second option, you can pony up this small investment today. Like just compare all the value you'll get returned. Just give it a shot. But if it doesn't for you, if it doesn't, just ask for your money back and you'll get it. Okay, so this is why it's 100% risk-free. I'm actually offering a 30-day refund, 30-day guarantee. Sign up today. So if you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, or 55 minutes, just let me know. Shoot me a message, and I'll get your money back. Okay, it's a simple click, simple for a refund. Okay, so the real question is this: is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Right? Even if it does half of what I claim today. Even if it does, okay? Even if it's half of what I've claimed today, it can pay for itself in a week. Okay? So let me know what you guys think. But I think personally, if you're like, because I typically want to work with great people. All right, so there are 2 kinds of people that I tend to work with. The guy on the left who just doesn't want to do anything, doesn't want to take any risk, just want to stay home and be on his own and be depressed, quote unquote depressed. Not that I'm judging you if you're one of these guys. I actually don't want to make you feel bad than you already do, feel worse than you already do. But if you're one of these guys, I would suggest you not to take this program. But if I'm right, I think you are one of these guys, and just like me, you're one of these guys. We want to make sure we want to win in life, right? We want to take the right actions. We want to produce massive amounts of results. These are the people I want to work with, right? And I'm sure that's what we are, because if we're like-minded, we will actually do this right now, right? Okay, so just let me take you through the sign-up process. It's pretty easy. You just go to Mavic Secrets, www.mavicsecrets.com/go. I'll actually take you to the website right now. It's just simple order page. You can see passion to profit right here. Just fill out the info, right? Whoever you are, I think Vern. Put in your email, put in your phone number, put your address, credit card number, and just click complete order, and bam, you're in this program. Okay, it's that easy. Nothing crazy, just simple order form. Okay, just nothing crazy. Okay, so it's pretty easy. So what you're gonna get again, just gonna let you guys know. Week 1, the business secrets. It's a 1497 value. The FFA secrets, week 2, 2,997 value. Week 3 is Picture Perfect Pro, 997 value. Producer secrets, 3,500 value, $3,500 value. Bonus number 1 is my exclusive consulting phone calls, 1,997. Bonus number 2 is the insider secrets, 997 value. And then bonus number 3, if you sign up now, the social media secrets, okay, 1,997 value. Okay, so the total value comes down to 13,982. You're not gonna get charged that. You can get it all for 997. Okay. So right now, if you didn't sign up immediately, it's probably for one of these 3 reasons. Okay, you probably think, oh, I can't sell, right? Or you were like me when I first started. Reason number 2, I thought I was not smart enough to learn complex drone maneuvers. Or reason number 3 is you probably don't think you know how to run a business, right? That's if you didn't sign up yet. Okay, so if you're still on the fence, these are the reasons why you're probably reluctant. But I'm gonna tell you something about myself. I'm nothing special. Look at me. Like, look how stupid I look here. I myself was not good at phone sales, or flying drones, or taking photos. Okay, but it took me 18 plus months of trial and error. This is the most important part. Trial and error to figure all this out. Okay, and all you need to do is follow the steps that I'm going to provide for you in this program, right? And you could be where I am right now. Just imagine that. Or you can spend countless hours trying to do it the hard way. Okay, so what that means is the hard way. You can spend another 18 months, like I did, trying to be a headless chicken, taking bad footages, and being overwhelmed with legal issues, right? So if I were you, I would get started right now. Just like this is basically, this is you basically. I was not good at phone sales. Okay, I was not good at flying drones. I was not good at taking photos. Right. So all you have to do. So again, what you'll get from this whole masterclass is week 1, the business secrets of 1497 value. Week 2, the FAA secrets of 2,997 value. Week 3, the Picture Perfect Pro, it's a 997 value. Week 4, producer secrets of $3,500 value, and the exclusive phone consulting calls of 1997 value. The insider secrets 997, and the bonus number 3, social media secrets of 1997. Okay, total value comes to 13,982. Again, only the first 10 people get the social media secrets. Only the first 10 people, all right? And you can get it now today for just $997. Just go to www.mavicsecrets.com/go, and you can get it. You can get started right away. Okay. Right? Because if you go back here, if I just stopped here, so week 1 business secrets 1497 value, Week 2, FFA Secrets 2,097 value. Week 3, Picture Perfect Pro of 997 value. Week 4, Producer Secrets of $3,500 value. This alone here, if I stop right here, it would be worth the investment, right? Because this alone, just the 4 modules here alone will get you started on a business, right? But you're also getting social media secrets, my exclusive phone calls, consulting calls, and insider secrets, right? So the reason I'm offering these bonuses is because I want to make sure there's nothing standing in the way of your business. Okay? So act now, or you're gonna be like me when my family and I struggled with money a while back, right? I wasn't able to enjoy a lot of things like most other families did. Being an immigrant family, that is. So I wasn't even able to visit my dad when he was receiving treatment because I had to work, right? Things were hard because I didn't know how simple it was to make all this money. Okay, can you imagine that? Can you imagine what that's like? Like now I can fly back to Asia and visit my family whenever I want. And I've been able to travel with my buddies to Thailand, Japan, right? Remember these photos? My buddies here. I was able to travel. Can you imagine that? Like, imagine all the things that you can do with this, right? So you can literally say goodbye to commuting to the 95. You can say goodbye to stressful, high-risk online businesses. With Passion to Profit, you can actually create your own positive cash flow businesses in a matter of days. Okay? So if you're still on the fence, now's the time to open the new browser window and go to mavicsecrets.com/go and get started. Just remember, there's no risk. We have 100% money back guarantee. But only way for you to know right now if this is right for you is to get started right now. Okay? Unfortunately, there's not enough time to keep going on this webinar. So this literally is the end of this webinar. So if you're still on the fence, make sure you go to www.mavicsecrets.com/go and get started. Okay? Again, there's no risk, and there's a 100% money back guarantee. Okay? Just invest in yourself. Okay? All right, guys. If you have any questions, I'll be willing to take on. Just type it in the chat box, and I'll answer them. Yeah. So let me know if you have questions, or if you want to know how to order. If there's any problems with the order forms, let me know. Okay, it's literally the end of the webinar. I want to thank you guys for joining me today, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, make sure you shoot me a message on Mavic Secrets Facebook page. All right. I see Daniel's still in here, Eddie's still in here, Clay's still in here. Indra, any questions? Something wrong with the chat?